Defense wins championships. When Golden State won their 4 championships, they were one of the best defensive teams in the league. Now, mid, if not below. And that's why Jerry Stackhouse has been hired by Steve Kerr, Mike Dunleavy Jr. to change up this defense. What's he going to do? How is he going to implement what he did in college with the Raptors G League team to help the Warriors become a better defensive unit? For us to get back to the promised land, it's needed. It's a must. So on this episode of Warriors Digest, we're going to break down Jerry Stackhouse coming to the Warriors, our new assistant coach, who's focused on defense and player development. Where are we at? What are we going to get to? And what are his philosophies to help us be successful? Warriors fans, great episode for you to understand what will be changing as we move into the new season. Randy Silver here in Warriors Digest. Thank you for being with us. First time here, loyal viewer. I appreciate all the feedback, comments, and your viewership. As we always do, let's shout out a fan before we dive into it. MK, hey, I'm from Texas. I see you need only 15 followers to hit 5,700, which we did. So I tried to help out. Thank you so much. Maybe one day I can join. We can talk about it. You give the best breakdowns of the Warriors situation and the options they have. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys helping us get to 5,700. We're now at 5,715 and more. Next goal is 6,000. Let's keep getting this. Goal is to hit 10,000 by the regular season and continue to grow Warriors Digest and have these breakdowns around players, coaches, free agency, trade rumors, everything in between. All right, let's get into today's episode. Jerry Stackhouse, how new Warriors assistant coach looks to improve the defense. So again, we're going to break down his mindset, what he's coming with, his historical career, and look at the Warriors and what he did with Vanderbilt to see how we can try to figure out what may change. So to get to this point, let me make this bigger. I know some of you all put feedback you watch on your phone, so you want to be able to read it. Here we go. Keep doing it. Appreciate you. Steve Kerr, Mike Dunleavy Jr. knew they needed to get better on defense. They interviewed many different candidates. In addition, they wanted a candidate to be a former player, someone who was a hard-nosed defender. They chose Jerry Stackhouse, and he fits that mold of someone who's an intense player like Draymond on the defensive side. Stackhouse, in an interview with NBC Sports Bay Area, said he got word from Mike and Steve they were looking to add a former player. And what my teams do on the defensive side of the ball is always showing himself well, whether it was in the D-League with the Raptors, where his team won the D-League championship, now it's called the G League, or at Vanderbilt. The teams when I was at Memphis as well, gritty. So it's just a great opportunity. Now, let's set the stage. Where are the Warriors at defensively? So we look here. Let me blow this up to make this bigger. See, this was last season defensive efficiency rating. Timberwolves were the best at 108. Warriors, 114. Middle of the pack. Literally 15 out of 30 teams. One above us, Mike Brown, coached by a former defensive coach, his head assistant coach, or lead assistant coach, excuse me. Defensive rebound percentage. Now, we were a decent rebounding team, but defensively, we look here. Nope, you're not at the bottom. Right here, 10th. So top 10 in defensive rebounding percentage, which is good. Now, opponent point, this is what I'm very concerned about. Opponent points off of turnovers. We're a high turnover team. 18 points, 17 points a game off of turnovers. We average 15 and 20 a game. We need to stop this. You're giving a team an extra 17 points when you don't have KD anymore, when you don't have Clay shooting in his prime. Obviously, Clay's gone. KD's been gone for a while. It's hard to give a team an extra 17 points, an extra 15 possessions because of turnovers. You're not the same team where you can just outscore someone, put 120 in the basket every match, every game. It's not going to happen. So we were a middling team defensively. Now, when you go back to the year 6 here, 102.8. Let me just make sure the others are right. 2016, 2017, Golden State, second. So you can see we were in the top 2, top 3 in the league, 2007, 2018. So you're getting my point. You're seeing here that when we win championships, we're a top 3, top 4 defensive team. When we don't, we're middling. So just know that as we move in through the rest of this conversation. Upon retiring in 2013, Stackhouse turned his energy toward coaching. He took jobs with Toronto Raptors as a head coach of the D-League team, now called the G League, and they won the championship in 2017. And then with Memphis Grizzlies, he was assistant coach. Vanderbilt, he coached for 6 years as their head coach in college. He lasted 5 seasons out of the 6 years of his contract. No 5-star recruits. The team never reached the NCAA tournament. He was dismissed. He had a conversation with Kerr and Dunleavy, had dinner with him, studied video, and then he was hired. So it's a bit disappointing in 5 years with an SEC team. Fair enough, Vanderbilt's not known for basketball, but he was not able to recruit a 5-star recruit and did not make the NCAA tournament. So where's the pedigree at? Well, look at his vision for the defense. This is what he says he's trying to bring to us. Physicality. That's the one word I would say. We're going to play physical, just like Draymond is. We can't shy away. We have to go with what we know. But you always want to see your personnel and adjust accordingly. Not come in so rigid where we just say we want to do certain things. There are special talents. There are some special talents. They don't have to do it the same way everybody else does. You have to understand that, and sometimes that's where a coach can go wrong. So he's saying, hey, we got to be able to line up against each opponent in a way that is specific. You can't just do the same thing across the board. Last year, the Warriors posted a 113 defensive rating when Green played. That was 55 games. When he didn't play, 27 games he missed because of those suspensions, some injuries. 121, an extra 8 points a game. Ouch. Ouch. And Stackhouse said he already spoke to Green in Vegas, and they're excited, and they're ready to get going. And again, just showing what we talked about, since they won the finals in 2022, Golden State has finished 6th and 10th in the Western Conference. Their defense is to blame. From going number 2 rating, they've now tumbled to 14th and 15th. Again, Mike Brown, his team was only one step above. But it's disappointing that we haven't been a defensive team. And how many of you out there watch and you're like, they can't stop anybody? Transitions, turnovers. Oh my God, there's another three. It felt like last season we could never get the big stop we needed. Stackhouse goes on to say, you've got to be on the string, seeing man and ball, not locked into your man and having oh shit moments. Excuse me. What he's saying is you can't ball watch. You've got to be engaged, and usually starts with transition defense. We want to make teams play against our half-court defense. I know pace is at a premium, but the best way to play a stout defense is if we can get back in transition and make them play in the half-court. I think this roster is capable of doing that. So again, transition defense, get back, half-court defense. And how do you do that? By not allowing turnovers, first off, to give them easy points, gets them in a rhythm where they can make shots then. But 2, getting back on defense. You miss a shot, don't lament over it. Go do something about it. Get back on defense, lock in, and stop the team from scoring. So he's going to bring grit, and he's going to bring a level of toughness to this team we haven't had in quite a while. And the people he are working with, again, Steph is a better defender he gets credit for. Wiggins used to be high-level defender, would guard the best player. We won the championship in 2022. He was that guy. Draymond, former defensive player of the year. Melton, I don't know much about him on defense. GP2, if he's on the court, ball hawk, shut down. His dad's the glove. He's very similar. Hield is not known for his defense. He'll be switching out in defensive situations. Anderson, length on the wing, is a decent defender. Looney, we know, is good on defense, blocks. He can guard the pick and roll a bit, but he got caught against Luka a bunch of times, so starting to slow down a bit. Kuminga, better than average defender, but you can see much more. Moody is a better than average defender. I think Kerr doesn't think that. He says he's too slow. He's not able to get nimble enough side to side. Brandon's got to become a better defender. Waters, I have no idea about. Trace got caught a lot. He was a rookie. He'll get better. And Santos, not really anything there. So he's got a lot of work to do. A lot of young players here for him to try to help out, grow this team. And the question is, how will we do? and we'll find out when the season starts. We'll see some stuff in preseason. So let me know. Do you think Stackhouse is going to be able to make a presence known on this defense, be able to change up this game to help us go from 14th, 15th? Like to see us at least in the top 10 defensively. If we can do that in a tough West, it gives us a chance to be in the playoffs. Until next breakdown, like and subscribe. Randy out.